Onorată asistență,
Dear guests, dear people of Timișoara, it is a great honor to welcome you in Timișoara. I would like to welcome the Prime Minister Nicolae Ciucă, the Ministry of Culture, and other members of the Romanian government. We are delighted to have here Sergiu Nistor, the Presidential Counselor of the President of Romania, Klaus Iohannis. The Royal House of Romania has always been together with us, and we salute the presence of Her Majesty Margareta, custodian of the Romanian crown, and His Majesty Prince Radu of Romania. Dear Commissioner Adina Vălean, welcome to Timișoara together with other representatives of the European institutions. We are delighted to have among us 24 members of Parliament and 9 members of the European Parliament. Welcome.
to greet the ambassadors of almost 50 countries and the consuls. Many of you have partnered with us for the cultural program and for specific collaborations, and we're grateful for your support. We're happy to have you with us, also the ministers of culture from Slovakia, from Greece, from Slovenia, Poland, and Montenegro. Welcome to Timișoara. Îl salut și
I also welcome the president of Timiș County Council, Alin Nica, one of the 3 financiers of the cultural program of this year.
to the mayors and vice mayors from our sister cities from Porto, Rueil-Malmaison, Karlsruhe, Lublin, and we're honored to have with us today the deputy mayor of our sister city, Cernăuți, in Ukraine. A special welcome to you, Mr. Deputy Mayor.
And we are also very glad to welcome many mayors of Romania. Thank you for your solidarity. We are also happy to have with us representatives of the clergy. Your Holiness, dear priest, Mr. Rabbi, thank you for keeping the tradition of Timișoara and its multi-confessions. A warm welcome to all cultural operators, cultural institutions, to the artistic environment, and to the team of Timișoara, European Capital of Culture. They have managed to prepare a very strong cultural program. Thank you for being here. And I would also like to thank the private sector, and I would like to welcome them and to thank them for their presence and support. Distinguished member of the authorities, of local institutions, of civilian society, dear personalities, dear friends, after this long introduction, which was very necessary because all of you deserve thanks, I hereby invite Andrei Irimia for the first musical moment.
Mulțumim. Înainte de a cânta ultima piesă, o să-l invit.
Thank you so much. Before the last song, I would like to invite young Abel Kirka to join us on stage.
Bună seara!
Good evening. My name is Cristina Chismaș. Born, raised, educated, overworked, tired, sometimes exhausted, but always passionate. Loved or not, here in Timișoara. Good evening. I am Ioana Bugarin, born, raised, gone away, and coming back, but always happy to be here and on stage for the first time, on this stage for the first time. We are dressed beautifully today. We are in a free and safe city. We are celebrating today in Timișoara, but we are also thinking of those who are going through hard times now in war or disaster. The most beautiful moments for the people of Timișoara and for Banat region are the times when we prepare for guests, when our guests arrive, the joy of opening our doors to old and new friends, for our family gathered from all the corners of the world makes it worth all the care and attention we've put into making it all go smoothly. We've spent a decade preparing for tonight. Such a long process for such a simple moment, to be together, to feel Timișoara together, because now we can, without restrictions, without doubts, no delays, we are going all the way. The road was long, complicated, intense, beautiful, abrupt, stressful, and straightforward. Looking over the room now, looking into your eyes, I can say with the hand on my heart and holding my heart in my hand that it was all worth it. Or was it? The answer to that question we will find together on February 17th, 2024. Looking at you, Christine, looking into the auditorium, I can also say that it is an honor for me and for all of us to experience this moment together. This is our evening precisely because we offer it as a gift to you. 2023 is the year of Timișoara because we offer it as a gift to Romania and to the entire Europe. In 2007, Sibiu, European Capital of Culture, brought Romania to the attention of the entire Europe, revealing a surprising Romania, spectacular, diverse, and hospitable. It was also the year of Romania's debut as a member of the European Union and its entry into the family of values. 15 years later, Timișoara proves once again that Romania's cities are open doors to Europe and to the world. We invite to join us on stage Presidential Advisor Sergiu Nistor, who will read the message of the President of Romania, Klaus Werner Iohannis. Distinguished Mayor, distinguished Prime Minister, dear European Commissioner, dear Minister of Culture, Your Majesty, ladies and gentlemen, dear members of Parliament, dear members of the European Parliament, dear guests, Your Excellencies, Your Holiness, It is a great joy to me to read the message of the President of Romania, which oversees the program of European Capital of Culture, Timișoara 2023. This is the message. I would like to congratulate all the citizens of Timișoara, and I would like to wish good luck to this program, European Capital of Culture, as this is one of the most important moments of the history of the city on the Bega River. 16 years have passed since Romania had the first European Capital of Culture, and we are very proud that this region will promote its culture and its civic spirit and its aspirations. This title was not easily obtained. 14 cities of Romania competed for this title. Timișoara was the one who won this title because of this important program, Light Up Your City. It shows a very nice vision promoting the engagement of the entire society to transform Timișoara into a European pole of culture. I would like for you to obtain this aspiration. Since the beginning of this competition, this has been a very long and full of efforts road. In order to overpass the obstacles, and in spite of the challenges, you showed determination and a very good capacity of organization to win this race and to launch this program today. The President also says we have provided the high patronage not only to this program, but also because Timișoara citizens showed that they can light up their city through themselves, through their culture, and through their civic engagement. This is the place where the flame of the revolution was first lit in 1989, and which now tries to find new balances, and it does this through culture and research and science. When the end of this program will arrive, I hope that you will notice that it will not be the end of it. And I'm convinced that Timișoara, European Capital of Culture, will have a long-standing heritage to the entire culture of Romania. Dear citizens of Timișoara, dear inhabitants of Banat region, I wish you enjoy what this European Capital of Culture will offer you and to give this light of knowledge and culture to everybody who will visit you. Signed by the President of Romania, Klaus Werner Iohannis. As I said, this program, cultural program, has received the high patronage of the Romanian presidency, and I would like to invite the mayor of Timișoara to accept this degree. Cultural exchanges, freedom of movement, and the liberty of expression of the artists are essential for our image in Romania and all over the world. Culture opens the doors such as diplomacy does. And we propose brave answers to the modern challenges. We would like to invite on stage the Prime Minister of Romania, Mr. Nicolae Ciucă. Distinguished Presidential Advisor, distinguished European Commissioner, distinguished Minister, Your Majesty, Custodian of the Romanian Crown, ladies and gentlemen, members of the European Parliament and members of the Romanian Parliament, Mr. Mayor, Mr. President of the Timiș County Council, ladies and gentlemen, dear citizens of Timișoara, it is a great honor for me to be here in Timișoara to participate with you at this opening ceremony of Timișoara European Capital of Culture 2023. Today, we are writing a new page of history in the Romanian historical path. We started with the success of Sibiu, the first Romanian, the first Romanian city which was a European capital of culture. The lessons that Sibiu taught, Sibiu, a city that I had the joy to visit yesterday, confirmed the added value that was represented together with Luxembourg by being a symbol of culture for an entire year. And I'm convinced that Timișoara will continue this role model and it will shine, as its motto says, shine your light, light up your city. Timișoara is not just the martyr city which lit up the flame of revolution, today in Timișoara, tomorrow in the whole country, as the motto said in 1989. Timișoara is also the bridge between cultural communities in Europe, vibrating its cooperation, dialogue, and creativity among its secular generations united in diversity. Given the geopolitical context that we are facing today, given the war that Russia started against Ukraine, the values of unity, solidarity, and cooperation between nations are moreover precious. The culture also shows itself as a universal form of expressing the consciousness and the will of freedom, cohesion, and peace. By assisting and hosting the refugees, Timișoara also proved once again that it is a citadel for promoting the cooperation between cultures, and it acted in solidarity with Ukrainian artists and different cultural organizations. The title of European Capital of Culture was also marked by very thorough preparations, starting with 2015, and it involved the competition and very full of effort steps, the pre-selection, the monitoring, and the winning of this title. I would like to congratulate all the governmental and local actors who were involved in this process. I would also like to thank all those who were involved, the civil society, the volunteers, for their efforts and for their hard work. And I guarantee that the Romanian government will continue to support them both humanly and materially. I would also like to thank the European Commission for their support. The European Capital of Culture has always proved that cultural policies are as important as technology, commerce, and economy. The European identity can be strong and cannot be built only on political declarations, treaties, and law. It also needs to be built on culture and cultural values. As Jacques Delors said, we cannot fall in love with the internal market because the European consciousness cannot be built only on figures. We also need to have the soul of the Union, and the soul of the Union is represented by our diversity, cultural diversity, and linguistical diversity. The cultural heritage, our creativity, and our richness opened in 2007 the road of Romania in the European Union and placed it on the first ground of cultural values of the community. Today, these values support the ideals of development, well-being, and being part of the most representative economic organization of the world. Timișoara, which was the beginning of the liberty in 1989, opens its gates towards the cultural communities and its European vocation. Today in Timișoara, tomorrow in the entire Europe. I wish good luck to Timișoara and its citizens to contribute to the Romanian and European culture. Thank you. We are celebrating in Timișoara the Europe that was dreamt by and envisaged by hundreds and thousands of Europeans. A Europe that was written and rewritten by all of us, opening the path to everybody. We would like to invite here Adina Vădean, European Commissioner. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished Prime Minister, nearly 4 decades ago, the Greek Minister of Culture, Melina Mercouri, and her French counterpart, Jacques Lang, created the European Capital of Culture program. And this initiative quickly became one of the most valued and popular initiatives in Europe. A true celebration dedicated to our common heritage and to the immense cultural diversity found in Europe. A celebration of cultural dialogue and of the authentic and vibrant culture that upholds the values of the European Union. Timișoara joins the community of cities that were awarded the title of European Capital of Culture, and I would like to congratulate you on behalf of the European Commission. Of course, this title comes with many responsibilities, but also with the benefits. I will let the organizers talk about the responsibilities, but I would like to mention some of the benefits. Belonging to the network of European cultural capitals is more than symbolic. Experience shows that host cities have had significant long-term benefits as regards urban regeneration, improved public image, and capitalizing on innovation potential. Moreover, cultural capitals have succeeded in attracting more tourists and in promoting quality tourism at national and European level. The context created by the title of a city as a cultural capital also brings other investments beside those related to the cultural events. The European Commission, through the Cohesion Fund, has financed projects worth 221 million euros since 2007. Some of these projects, such as the renewal of the tram fleet or the renovation of the Roman Catholic Cathedral, are relevant in the context of the cultural capital. More than 91 million euros is available for the coming years, of which 29 million euros dedicated to urban regeneration projects and another 29 million euros to urban mobility projects. I therefore hope that Timișoara, like other European cultural capitals, will take advantage of this moment to invest in its future. Ladies and gentlemen, Timișoara is represented by cultural people who will carry on this title. Timișoara is linked to important names in contemporary culture. The novels of Hertha Müller, the poetry of Șerban Foarță, the documentaries of Andrei Ujică, the visual art of Iosif Chirali are truly part of the Romanian, European, and universal heritage. They are the expression of the vivid, authentic culture which the founders of the European Capital of Culture wanted to highlight and to make known to European citizens. I pledge to be the ambassador of Timișoara in Brussels because we know that Timișoara is the city of freedom, courage, and multiculturalism. I wish you all the best. In the past years, the culture defined Romania on the map of the entire world through Romanian films which were awarded multiple prizes, literature which was translated all over the continent, and paintings and works of art in exhibits all over the world. We hereby invite the Ministry of Culture. Dear Prime Minister, Your Majesty, distinguished Presidential Advisor, Your Excellencies, I am very happy to be here in Timișoara to celebrate with you culture, creativity, and dialogue. Timișoara European Capital of Culture is an ambitious program involving not only huge responsibilities from all of those who contributed to its realization, but also great challenges, and in the end, exceptional achievements with positive effects not only on the Romanian cultural scene, but also at international scale. We are talking about a program that brings together artists, generations, and nationalities in a truly European spirit and with an openness towards fundamental cultures and values. For some years now, we have been going through tumultuous times, such as restrictions and periods of isolation, conflicts at our borders, and the destruction of cultural heritage in the region. Although the difficult moments we are living through have revealed the vulnerabilities of the cultural sector, they have also highlighted the essential role that culture plays in the resilience and well-being of people. Today, more than ever, we recognize the need to invest more in cultural and artistic education, in defining a better status and improved working conditions for artists and cultural professionals. Moreover, the Ministry of Culture has succeeded in reforming the funding system for the cultural sector, creating a more stable, predictable, and sustainable legal and administrative framework for the independent cultural sector. We need stronger mobilization and solidarity in Europe and more exchanges and mobility between our cultures, societies, and economy. Europe as a whole and each of our countries must continue to invest in creativity and innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, this year Timișoara will move to the rhythm of various culture projects, which will be the occasion for celebration and joy. Being a European capital of culture shows the city's dynamism and economy. And I manifest that I'm confident that the enthusiasm, dialogue, and art and innovation will make Timișoara a meeting place of culture. This is also the essence of my message of confidence in the future, of confidence in artistic talent and creativity, and in all its forms of expression, in the cultural diversity that brings us together but makes us different, in the strength of European values. I would like to end by congratulating all of those who have contributed to the realization of this great project. And I would like to also say that although we have this tendency of placing the political part first, I would like to congratulate also the mayor, the president of the city council, the president of the county council, and all the authorities for providing all the efforts to make this a successful project. Thank you, and I would like to wish you a very prosperous cultural year. Thank you. The title of European Capital of Culture is important for the city, for the county, but also for the entire region. It provides us with the opportunity to mitigate the differences, to join the rural and the urban, the environment, the academic environment, and the business environment on long-term projects. We would like to give the floor to the president of the County Council, Alin Adrian Nica. Distinguished Prime Minister, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, what a fabulous year 2023 will be for Timișoara and the Timiș County. This title gives us an exceptional opportunity to highlight the impressive potential of the region, to put things into perspective, and to build and strengthen the integrated vision of the area as a well-connected part of Europe. I am especially glad that the institution I represent is part of the story being written before your eyes. The Timiș County Council has invested considerably to help make the most of this historic moment by strengthening the infrastructure and the cultural offer of the city. Our goal is to make culture an engine of economic and social development for Timișoara and for Timiș. This is why the Timiș County Council is proposing a spectacular program throughout 2023. This program is dominated by three essential principles: artistic excellence, impact on the general public, and the ability to attract tourists, accompanied by a strong European dimension to each project. The County Council has planned major international festivals capable of attracting large audiences. The International Jazz Festival, Codru Festival, Flight Festival, the International Literatures Festival, and the Festival of Lights. In addition, there are events combining music and new technologies along the banks of the Banca River around the city's key monuments. The largest Brâncuș exhibition in Romania in the last 50 years, with exhibits from the world's famous museums, is the central event of the year. We also would like to mention, as part of the Timiș County Council's program, the Victor Brauner and Paul Neagu retrospectives. Whether we are talking about the National Museum of Art, the National Museum of Banat, the Maria Theresia Bastion, the Village Museum, or other key monuments and institutions for Timișoara coordinated by the County Council, the investments have been and will continue to be made so that we can leave a solid legacy of Timișoara 2023. Culture is not and should not be available only for the initiated. We are making culture accessible to the widest possible audience. We are offering mediation and education programs in the cultural artistic space, and through partnerships and high quality events, we are placing our cultural institutions on the European stage. At the same time, we are connecting cultural activities with tourism through prepared routes so that we can promote authentic local values. Through our joint efforts, I am convinced that Timișoara will become a landmark in the European cultural space as a true cultural capital of art. We have the vocation and the creative energy distilled in hundreds of years and of multicultural history and concentrated in a present space of respect, inclusion, and unity in diversity. Good luck, Timișoara. Thank you.
O vorbă dragă mie, tradusă aproximativ din germană, spune că gazdele se așează ultimele.
In German, we have a saying that the hosts will sit last at the table. With no further ado, we would like to invite on stage the mayor of Timișoara, Dominic Fritz. Ladies and gentlemen, dear guests, dear people of Timișoara, what other place could tell Timișoara's European story better than this theater? We are in the only place in Europe where 3 theaters operate under the same roof in 3 different languages: Romanian, Hungarian, and German. But this auditorium is also the place that has seen the terror of extremism when, in 1938, during an anti-Semitic attack, 4 people were killed and dozens were injured. It was also here, from the balcony overlooking Victoria Square, hope was reborn when the people of this city bravely proclaimed Timișoara as the first city free of communism on December 20, 1989. It's part of the heritage that makes us who we are today. A heritage built on values shared by generations of Timișoara citizens: respect for ethnic and religious diversity based on courage, a certain skepticism towards power, and gratitude for what was, for what is, and a thirst for what will be.
Akik evszázadok óta egy állandó konstruktív párbeszédben élnek itt.
I hope that you could read above the subtitles of what I pronounced in Hungarian. We are the European capital of culture not only because we are proud of this heritage, but also because we are convinced that the values that have shaped us are relevant for today's Europe. And now it will be easier for me to pronounce this. In this Europe, which is still finding its way in this complex century, Timișoara wants to convey courage through its story. Diversity is a source of strength. For prosperity does not exist without innovation. Innovation does not exist without diversity. Diversity does not exist without respect. Respect does not exist without culture. This has been our belief in Timișoara for hundreds of years. This is the basis of our well-being and that of Europe. We will reinforce this belief in 2023 with determination, and the fragility of our times is not a fear to us, it is a strength. We are not perfect, neither in Europe, neither in Romania, nor in Timișoara, but European Capital of Culture is not a title that rewards perfection. It is a title that celebrates a city's ambition to not stand still. It is precisely from the recognition of our own vulnerabilities that the creative energy that moves a city is born. Our cultural program, with over 1,000 events and projects this year, will confront us with hope, beauty, and excellence, but also with limits, fears, and broken dreams. Sometimes uncomfortable, but never cynical, never to discourage, but always to build, to grow confidence. Confidence in our values, in our fellow human beings, in our own strength. To increase confidence. This is the mission of culture, and this is our invitation to Europe this year. My dear people of Timișoara, thank you for all your commitment and for your stubborn dedication to this project over the last 13 years. Thank you to all those who have believed in the potential of this city, who have worked and are still working for it. Let's enjoy this year and pay forward with pride and confidence everything that we have to offer. Dear Romanians all over the country, we are your capital as well. Come to Timișoara to rediscover Romania, to rekindle together the innovative spirit of this country, and to fill yourselves with hope and light.
All over the world, Timișoara welcomes you with arms wide open. Come here and get inspired. Let's turn the story of Timișoara into a new chapter of a courageous, prosperous, and diverse Europe. Bun venit la Timișoara, capitala europeană a culturii. Thank you.
Welcome to Timișoara, European Capital of Culture. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and good evening, Timisoara. Hello, my name is Iulius, and I'm incredibly honored to be invited to perform for you here tonight in this beautiful theater, in this beautiful city, and for this beautiful occasion. I'll be playing some pieces for you today that I've composed in the years past. My music is born out of a fascination for energy, and for balance, and for looking for the communal in the apparently opposite, in the nuance, but mostly from a desire to reestablish a connection with ourselves, with others, and with what's fundamental in reality beyond the alienation. So the feeling of unity that can sometimes arise during a concert is the highest achievable for me. And that's why I've collaborated with light artist Boris Arquette to help me achieve that, hopefully, tonight. So I hope you'll enjoy the rest of my performance. One more thing, you did it already. I always ask my audience to withhold from applause. The songs are quite short. We don't want to lose a lot of time on clapping. It's going to save us all some awkward moments too. So yeah, no applause is a little bit awkward as well, mostly for myself. So usually I'll be playing, and then when I turn around, that's your cue to be actively involved. That's, thank you so much. That seems to work. So please enjoy the rest of the show. I'll be back later. Thank you. Bye-bye.